Muhammad Ali, born Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. January 17, 1942. Died June 3, 2016. Aged 74. He was an American boxer, activist, and philanthropist. Nicknamed the Greatest, he is widely regarded as one of the most significant and celebrated sports figures of the 20th century and as one of the greatest boxers of all time. Ali was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky, and began training as an amateur boxer at age 12. At 18, he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division at the 1960 Summer Olympics and turned professional later that year. He converted to Islam and became a Muslim after 1961 and eventually took the name Muhammad Ali. In 1964, he won the World Heavyweight Championship from Sonny Liston in a major upset at age 22. In 1966, Ali refused to be drafted into the military, citing his religious beliefs and opposition to the Vietnam War. He was arrested, found guilty of draft evasion, and stripped of his boxing titles. He appealed the decision to the Supreme Court, which overturned his conviction in 1971. His actions as a conscientious objector to the war made him an icon for the larger counterculture generation, and he was a high-profile figure of racial pride for African Americans during the civil rights movement and supporting racial integration like his former mentor Malcolm X. Ali was a leading heavyweight boxer of the 20th century, and he remains the only three-time lineal champion of that division. His joint records of beating 21 boxers for the world heavyweight title and winning 14 unified title bouts stood for 35 years. Ali is the only boxer to be named the Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year 6 times. He has been ranked the greatest heavyweight boxer of all time and as the greatest athlete of the 20th century by Sports Illustrated, the Sports Personality of the Century by the BBC, and the third greatest athlete of the 20th century by ESPN Sports Century. He was involved in several historic boxing matches and feuds, most notably his fights with Joe Frazier, such as the Thrilla in Manila, and his fight with George Foreman, known as the Rumble in the Jungle, which has been called, arguably the greatest sporting event of the 20th century, and was watched by a record-estimated television audience of 1 billion viewers worldwide, becoming the world's most watched live television broadcast at the time. Ali thrived in the spotlight at a time when many fighters let their managers do the talking, and he was often provocative and outlandish. He was famous for trash talking and often freestyled with rhyme schemes and spoken word poetry, anticipating elements of hip-hop. Outside the ring, Ali attained success as a musician, where he received 2 Grammy nominations. He also featured as an actor and writer, releasing 2 autobiographies. Ali retired from boxing in 1981 and focused on religion and charity. In 1984, he made public his diagnosis of Parkinson's syndrome, which some reports attribute to boxing-related injuries, though he and his specialist physicians disputed this.
Vidipedia.com is the YouTube of Wikipedia. Every topic